This is Justin AMZN for Monday, January 11th, 2021. Take a look at how Amazon was moving on the 5 minutes. Actually, let me start with the daily. So kind of taking a step back with the last couple of days, um, it's looking like this is a little bit of a flag here. And next thing you know, we're continuing a little lower and then a lot lower. And now we're breaking the low here. So this looks like it could continue even further down and will continue bearish. That's what this is all playing out like. And so how this moved on the 5 minute really kind of plays into that overall theme of a little more bearishness. So we start out with the bearish gap and go and went sideways again for quite a while. Now we're done with this 25 minutes of rallying that we did a few days last week. We didn't do that on Friday, and then here on a Monday, it went sideways for quite a while. These are some of the lines that I drew. You've got a slightly ascending wedge, which started to break down right here, actually breaking the 21, breaking the lower edge line, and here really nice confluence on these options. So this is the 3,300 call and the 3,000 put. So this downtrend line here follows along with this top line, and then this top line follows along with, I guess, this also. So, these are both headed lower. This one's headed slightly higher. I don't know that I would call that, what's the word? Call it something I forgot the word of. I don't know that I would say that those are like going opposite or something, but you do want to pay attention when you have one thing going the other, the stock going the other direction from where these options are, and that's just part of the options that you can have the price just getting its premium sucked out of it. But anyway, with the kind of the confluence here of this high matching up with this high, and let me turn off this and get the cursor back on. Okay, so here's the highs on the stock and on the call, and that lines up with the put down here. Now, it would have been too hard to buy this low because you could have said, oh, well, here's a high here and here's a high here. I'll just buy the put, and you would have been getting in at 8 and possibly stopped out if it dipped a little bit lower. So you don't want to just go in blindly. I mean, you can't go in blindly, but I mean, let's get a little bit more of a reversal here. So the best, looking back, obviously, looking back at how you could have played this, I really like this break here. And this is not what I played, but this is a really great break right here. This candle, it's breaking the uptrend line here, which is a really nice symmetric triangle. This candle and this candle. So you have a breakdown below this line, you have a breakdown below this line, and on the put, it's still right at that $8 price, and it's already put it low a little bit above 7. So you could have been buying 8 by 7 here, and then just hold it for the target up to 10, similar to what was trading on Friday, where this ran up, had a little pullback. Don't move your stop for 30 minutes, and just kind of trail that stop, and it would have worked out. The $10 target, that is coming from a bigger downtrend here, where we've got more days of just things going down, and the 3,300 put really just lined up really nicely. I just connected these two highs and let it kind of run through this one to see, okay, where does that line up? And then it made a really nice target at 10. And so that's something that you could have set up just for a 2-hour trade. Again, that's not what I traded, but looking back, it's a really nice setup. And I wish I noticed it a little bit better. But anyway, had you just held on to this continuing lower, you would have been holding through a little more of just a sideways action in here as it bounced around the $10 price, coming back down almost to 9 here, again almost 9, and only pushed up to 12, which, that's double what you would have gotten out for at 10 if you had gotten in at the $8 price. And even if you had tried to get it at 12 here and it missed, this was basically the low of the day. So the low it put in on at the open came right back down to that low, and then put in a really nice flag here, kind of a S curve retesting back into the 21, rolled over, and that's where it made its final push up to 12. That would have been another really nice play off of this line, getting in like a 10 by 9. And that's what I was looking for. I saw this pulling back, trying to get the order set up to get in at 10. I think I was just too late. I saw it here, and by the time I get the order in for 10, it was already up around 11. It's like, okay, that's not going to work. Actually, you know what? I think I was playing at the end of the day. Yeah, I was playing at the end of the day, trying to get in at 10 and just missed this pullback. I was just a little too late. And my target was 12, and it didn't make it there anyway. And once it got going, it's like, nope, that's not going to be a good end of the day play. But you could see, obviously, it'd been bearish, just trying to scalp a little bit at the end of the day. And I missed it after I'd already missed this one at 10. The only thing I wanted to point out is, here's the highs on the stock. And by the time we're at the end of the day here, the call actually has a really nice high all the way along that you could draw, and came down, and really this line lined up really well with the highs all day long, which is really cool. We'll see if this kind of continues a little bit, but you had a really nice what's the word? A really nice price point that this was coming down into, and then drawing a line at the lows. Not that this was a super clean triangle because it broke and did like a double retest, but we'll see if there's anything that kind of points to, okay, is this going to be resistance continuing into the next day or any more? And with the price moving lower, if it does continue to move lower, the 3,300 call is just going to continue to have its premium sucked out. So I wouldn't expect it to push higher than that unless we get a bigger rally and see if we can get above that price, at which point we'd look for maybe a breakdown of this line on the put. So we'll see if we continue tracking 3,300 and 3,000 for the call and the put respectively, or if we need to move in a little bit closer, or if we have to drift lower with any move more bearish. But we'll see what happens with just tracking how the options are moving. Again, it's a Monday, with what's played out here, and so it really just need to figure out which strikes to be looking at. So I hope this helps. This is just AMZN. Thanks.